Gigabyte is suffering major motherboard issues, EA defends DACA recipients, and South Park is making jokes at race and gender. I am Ninja Noxai and welcome to Ninja News. The Good Life game gets an in-game trailer to go along with its crowdfunding announcement. Announced back in August, Hidetaka Swery Sahira has released an in-game trailer for his crowdfunding game, which shows prototype footage for the PC release. The game has a very low polygon, PS1 era feel that Swery is wanting to achieve, which will throw back to his early works such as Deadly Premonition. It is slated for a PS4 and PC release, with crowdfunding wrapping up next month. Swery has set an honor score of 1.5 million, taking as a US dollar stated money total.
人々は夜、猫になる。世界一幸福な街はきっとあなたの人生を変える。The Good Life.
Going on the old school feel, translucent PS4 controllers are back. Popularized in the 90s with the original console, the PS4 is now bringing back a slew of translucent controls for individual purchase. In an email to the press from the PlayStation blog, Sony announced their initial round of the crystal controllers are coming back with more colors such as red and blue. Slated at $99.95, the red and blue models will not be available in the UK, however Russia will be missing out altogether on all three models. Further on PlayStation news, Knack 2 was free on the PlayStation Store for at least 2 hours. An error this week left the game without a price on there, in which users could actually acquire and download the game for free of charge. This was originally picked up by NeoGAF and Kotaku, with users on both sides gaining the game and downloading it for free. The game was promptly removed and re-added with a price, but no known issue for users who originally acquired it for free and downloaded it onto their system. Jumping back from the PlayStation news, Gigabye has released a PSA to all owners of the AMD Aorus motherboards. The manufacturer has pushed out an update for the BIOS for their Aorus AX370 Gaming K7 motherboard, stating that this is essential for the life cycle of the motherboard itself. The reason being, as found by Guru 3D, is that users using the F5 BIOS currently installed on the motherboard have seen either average voltages going through to the CPU, causing it to run hotter and damage the motherboard and CPU itself. They have also noted that their mid-range GAAX370 Gaming K5 requires an update as it suffers a similar issue to the K7 motherboard itself. All updates can be found on the Gigabyte Gaming website. Further on PC gaming news, Australia will not be getting FPS player-unknown Battlegrounds servers for quite some time. With the update of the game allowing users to connect to first FPS only servers, community manager Sammy Kang has announced that with the Oceania region, they will not roll out these servers yet. Stated on a new release post, Kang pointed out that the OCE servers are too small of a community to add such a game mode for the region. Due to the smaller numbers for the region, Kang has stated that the users would suffer from longer queue times or smaller numbers of players per game, which will mean a negative gameplay experience all around. That said, the game developers are looking for workarounds and possibly implementing functions in the future to get these servers into the region. Moving on from PC gaming news, EA has announced that they will be supporting their DACA employees gain citizenship and keep their jobs in the US. As of last week, Donald Trump announced that they will be scrapping the DACA program, which protects undocumented youth brought into the US of A as children to work and protect against deportation if found that their immigration has been illegal. Many major tech companies, including EA, have stated that they will protect their employees to the best of their abilities who were originally protected by DACA itself. In an open letter to the president, numerous tech companies have signed it and stated that these people are key to the company's growth and will be defended by any legal means necessary to keep them in the company and in the country. In less serious political news, South Park's new games comes up with two ideas thrown into the mix, setting race as a difficulty slider and retconning gender altogether. With the release of the game coming up in October, more details are being dropped about the game's character customization, which allows for two political statements, making the game harder as the darker your skin becomes, and changing the way people interact with you based on your gender. The color of the player's skin is selected during the character customization, and, as said by Cartman, it doesn't affect combat, just every other aspect in your life. This changes how NPCs interact with you, as well as how much money you get from looting. Gender, however, is found out later after the character customization with a psych evaluation to Mr. Mackie. When you answer that you are a girl, Mackie is shocked and calls your parents, who state that you have been a girl this whole time. To go further, it allows the choice to either be a cis female or a transgender person. The big thing about gender is in a few fights, even though the game enemies point out your gender, they treat you the same nonetheless. Last news for this week, LA Noire will be re-released for the Switch, PS4, Xbox One and HTC Vive. Announced through Twitter and an official post on their website, Rockstar will be saying that they will be porting this game to all 4 platforms on November 14th. The HTC Vive versions will include 7 new crime files that are specific to the VR experience and update the visuals to match. The Switch version will do something similar, but more for the controller styles for the system and include the original game itself. The PS4 and Xbox One versions, however, will be the same game with updated visuals and all DLCs from the original games itself. And that's it for Ninja News this week. I hope you enjoyed the new format, which is a bit more bite-sized for pieces, and I linked all the updated news points down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and leave me feedback as you wish. I'll be back next week for hopefully more Ninja News and more topics that you enjoy in the gaming world. See you next time.